Hey everyone. Last evening I had a conversation with Dr. Monica. She is working with the XYG hospital in Delhi. She cleared her PG in 2021 and she joined in a hospital after that at a annual package of 30 lakh rupees per annum. During conversation only, I checked her Form 26 AS generated from income tax traces. I got to know about the TDS deducted from any source of income which she has received. She says me that Ajay, I am on salary. I am saying that boss, you are on professional income, you are on a professional, you are on a contract basis. She says I am on salary, I am saying you are in a professional. Now the conversation went to a different route because being a salary, she might be having a different rights, a different payment structures. Being a professional, she is having a different right and different liability. Being unprofessional, even a liability is associated to her. Now the things went very different because now we were understanding what is salary and what is professional contract. Most of the doctors are joining in a hospital after your PG or super specialty. You are being told that you are on a salary basis with a fixed monthly remuneration. In her case, she was offered a payment of rupees 2.5 lakh per month. A monthly remuneration amount. It could be salary, it could be professional. But what happened? The hospital was deducting tax under section 194 JB. This is an income tax TDS deduction section which says that whenever you are paying any amount to any professional, you have to deduct a tax at the rate of 10%. The hospital deducted TDS at the rate of 10%. Whatever payment, in her case, she was paid 30 lakh rupees. The straightforward 3 lakh rupees was deducted and the balance 27 lakh was paid to her. Okay, and in salary, if she was a salaried employee, the tax was supposed to be deducted under section 192. The section 192 says that you have to deduct the tax which is payable on salary. The complete amount, doesn't matter if she is on a 5% tax rate, she is on 30% tax rate. Whatever tax rate is applicable to her, you have to deduct the complete amount. So in her case, she was a professional and not a salaried employee. She got confused. Ajay, how does this? Ma'am, this is not a confusion thing. This is very clear thing. But you have to understand the implications of being a professional and being a salaried. Being a salaried, you may be a rightful claimant for the maternity leave, for earned leave, casual leaves, medical leaves. But being a professional, are you? No. Being on salaried, you have the rights abstracted from the labor laws, other relevant court judgments and everything. But being a professional, you are independent, you are personally liable for your acts. Today morning also I got an article, I was reading through an article which says that when a doctor is hired by a hospital and for any compensation that needs to be paid by the hospital and not by the doctor, but once you are a professional, then you are personally liable because you are an independent person. I am a tax expert, I can tell you about a taxation, but this is very basic thing which you need to understand. Whenever you are a professional, your TDS would be deducted under section 194 JB at the rate of 10%. This is the prima facie health checkup you can do for yourself, the financial health checkup, I would say, because you are a very good experts, medical experts. You can take care of your health, but the financial health you need to keep on checking on. This is the first thing. Second thing, whenever you are entering into a contract with the hospital, do ensure that you read it completely line to line. If you are entering into a professional agreement, do make sure that it contains the clause of termination. Why I am saying termination? Let's suppose on 2nd of June, you treated a patient, might be you did an OTP. Sorry, we professionals are regularly asking for the OTPs. uh, let's suppose you treated a patient in OT, 2nd of June, the 3rd of June, the patient dies. 4th early morning, the patient's family goes to the hospital administration. The administration, in a rush, you can say that to save the brand value, terminates you very same time. The fourth evening, you are out of the hospital. Fifth morning, if in case you get a good sound sleep, fifth morning you will start looking for a new job. But at the same time, the fifth morning, the hospital and the family of the patient will file a court case, and not the hospital. Instead, the family will file the court case against the doctor and hospital. The hospital will make sure that you are also party of it. Reason being, you are an independent person. Now, hospital is big fat, big money, big resources, and having good liaising with the administration. You can compromise, you can make the adjustments, but you are a one man army. How will you compromise? And even if you compromise, what you will pay as a compensation? Make sure this termination clause ensures that if in case something mishappens, then you will be compensated by the hospital if your act is not proved wrong and whatever you have done is in the good faith. In salary, these clauses are by default. But a court judgment, the court regularly says that if a person is salaried, then hospital, the employer is responsible for it, subject that employee has intentionally have done anything wrong. Further to this, the discussion went ahead. She said, okay, I will go through the contract in depth. Now tell me about the taxation. You are expert of taxation, right? I said, agree. You got 30 lakh rupees as your professional income. 3 lakh was deducted. 27 lakh was paid to you. So your taxable income is 30 lakh. She says, Ajay, I got 27 lakh only. My income is 27 lakh only. I said, no, the 3 lakh deducted was your TDS. TDS is as good as paying advance tax. It's like you're putting your money from one pocket to another pocket. So it's like an advance tax and it's in your wallet only. You are going to use this for any tax liability. If you're not having any tax liability, then you have to claim the refund of it, and you are going to have the refund of this amount. I said, ma'am, 30 lakh is your taxable income. On this, roughly 7.5 lakh would be the tax liability. 3 lakh being deducted, the 4.5 lakh you have to pay additionally along with 234B and C, the interest. She said, Ajay, what the hell you are talking about? 3 lakh and 4.5 lakh I have to pay additionally to it? At the same time, she was also doing Google like us. Like whenever we are going to a doctor, we are also doing the Google whether the doctor is giving you prescribed medicines or not, proper medicines or not, the right quantity of paracetamol or not. She also did the Googling. She said, Ajay, the Google Baba is saying that section 44 ADA which presume the profit, it is a presumptive taxation which presumes your profit to be 50% of your gross receipts. I have received 30 lakh rupees. My 50% comes to 15 lakh rupees. On this, a tax liability should be around 3 lakh. Exactly, it's 2.75 lakh. 3 lakh has been deducted. 0.25 needs to be refunded. I said, okay, agree with you. The presumptive taxation is like a paracetamol. You are giving to a SSE. But tell me one thing, out of this 30 lakh rupees, how much expenditure you have incurred for your business? She says 0. Okay. Next, my question was, out of this 30 lakh rupees, how much you have actually incurred expenditure for whatsoever nature? She says, Ajay, my husband is earning in lakhs, crores instead. Why should I make the expenditure? I have not incurred an expenditure. Hardly 1 lakh rupees I would have paid for my credit card personal bills. Nothing more than that. In that case, she is still having 26 lakh as her income, as her savings. Now tell me what's her income which is subject to taxation. Is that 30 or 27 that is posterious, or 26 or 15 what she was claiming the 50% of this 30 lakh rupees, or is it 29 lakh rupees? Many of the professionals may disagree with me that Ajay, 50% straightforward go for the 15 lakh rupees. I would say no. No means no. We have seen the cases where the department says that when you have earned a gross receipt of 30 lakh rupees and you're not making any expenditure, then you have to go for 100% profit, because the section 44 ADA says 50% or more. Now, in her case, in Dr. Monica's case, tell me one thing, she has incurred 1 lakh as an expenditure, nothing more than that. It means the 29 lakh is her net savings. Though the 3 lakh, 27, 26 lakh is in our bank account and 3 lakh is in a income tax department as an advance tax, you can say. 26 lakh in her bank account, 3 lakh in the IT department account. 29 lakh is the net profit which she have made. Now the point comes, on this 29 lakh rupees, she has to pay around 7.2 lakh as a tax. The difference of 4.2 lakhs he has to pay along with interest of the section 234 B and C. Right? She is eligible to claim only the business expenditures. Presumption is that we will presume that you have complied with all the rules, like a cash expenditure rules, which says that you will not be incurring any expenditure of 10,000 or more in the cash nature. These kinds of expenditures are presumed, not about that you are having a mutual fund saving bulk in bank account balance and you are saying that, boss, I have incurred the expenditure. Presumed. This is presumptions about the compliances. This is not a presumptions about the savings or net profits or the investments. If you are having investments, calculate your investment. How much out of the 30 lakh rupees, how much you are having the net balance and how much are your personal expenditures. Even if you are buying a property, that's an investment. So don't include this in profit section. Sorry, not include this in the expenditure section, include this in the profit section. Means 60% or 50% or 90%, whatever it is. If you're saying that, Ajay, I have incurred expenditure on my training, my professional appearance and everything, those are in your expenditure part and eligible for it. Further to this, I asked her to check her interest income also, because this is the main income which we forget on our FD, savings, RD, time deposits, or post office. Even we are giving personal loans to our family members on interest. If this is subject to interest, then you have to show it. Second, the foremost thing which the doctors forget is the private OPD. What is happening? The doctors are checking the patients at their home. They are taking the money in their bank accounts and they are not showing this as a income. Boss, this is very blunder mistake. Make sure that you are including this in your ITR. Even if you are doing PG, super specialty, or you are a professional consultant, you might be a big doctor or MBBS even. You have to include this. If you are making any income means any income, whatever is coming in your bank account, include that income. It could be rent, it could be your stocks, shares, F&Os, other receipts. Honorarium, many of the doctors we have seen that they are going as a speaker, a motivator in the social gatherings or some colleges. They are even checking papers, examination papers, consulting doctors only. In that case also they are charging fees. If that is you are getting, that is your income, include that. Don't miss it out. And the last date of the financial year, 2022-23, is 31st July. Make sure that you file your ITR before time and don't forget it at any point of time. Thank you.